Everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. Tonight I am making a remake of Ginger Bergamot, but I'm doing different colors than I did last time. I have a couple different pinks, an orange, a yellow, a green, and I'm going to kind of do some mixing to get the colors I'm looking for. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to pour it. I am going to do a little bit of piping on the top. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and add my lye. And I'm soaping at room temperature, which in my house is about 72 degrees. I actually mixed this up a couple of days ago. Okay, I just want to tell you real quick what I think I'm going to do. I got 5 piping bags ready, and each of them I have a coupler in because I have a tip that I'm going to put on the end. But I was trying to figure a different way that I could maybe pour the soap, and I've decided to go ahead. I was good with these thickening. As you can see, I mixed them a little more than usual. I added a little bit of titanium dioxide to them because that will help thicken them. And I've poured the white, and I sprayed a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it just to help it kind of set up a little bit. And I'm just going to twist. I'm not going to put the tips on the end yet. The tips I'll put on when I'm ready to pipe on the top. But I'm just going to twist them, and I'm going to stick them in, and I'm going to fill each bag with these colors. I'll probably fast forward through this part. You don't need to see me painstakingly, you know, scraping and all of that. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing with all 5 of them, and then I'm going to see if I can make lines kind of in the soap, diagonal lines, and then I will use what I have left to pipe. do now is, I have saved too much piping, but that's okay. I pushed all the soap down and cleaned up my area, and these are the 5 tips that I'm going to use. I got some new tips. These are all new tips that I'm going to try. This is a Wilton 349. You probably can't see it. It's like the teeny tiniest leaf tip that I've ever seen. So I'm going to try that on the green, and I have these on a coupler in case I want to switch them, because I wasn't sure since I've never used them before. And these I'm just going to do randomly. I think I actually might have had one similar to this. This is a Wilton 97. It's kind of a swirly tip. It's swirled larger at one end than the other. And I have a Wilton 96. This is an open star tip. Then I have a tiny, tiny open star tip, which is a Wilton 14. I think I may have used this one before. And then I have, this is definitely a new one. This is a Wilton 83, and it's kind of a, I don't know if my camera focuses on it. It's a really tiny, almost like a cross, sort of. Let me just clean this area real quick, and what I want to do is kind of just smaller flowers, so I won't use all this piping. I'll end up putting it in my sample. I should have made the lines in the soap a little bit bigger. I did on the second one, but the first set of row of colors I didn't use as much because I wasn't sure how much I would have. So I'm going to just try this one first. Actually, I'm going to put it on my turntable so I can spin it better. I'm just going to try them all out first and see what they look like. This one, I'm trying to do a little bit of a Alright, I'm just testing and then I'll show you. I'm just going to kind of do little petals. So this one's not much different than a rose tip. Looks kind of funky. This one is just an open star tip. And then this one, the leaf tip. Let's see what this looks like. So it'll just make little petite leaves, which I like. Now, let's see. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of randomly put these around. Let me zoom the camera in a tiny bit and see if you guys will be able to see a little better without cutting it out too much. so much for just a few flowers. I got carried away, but I really was just having fun with the new tips. And then I'm sitting here, my camera shut off, but I was like, there's just a couple white spots in the middle, and that looks weird. So I'm just going to kind of fill them in with what I have left here. Just because I think it looks a little funny. So this one will just be completely covered in flowers. I'm going to go ahead and cut ginger bergamot. Look at the inside. Isn't that so cool? It may not look spectacular, but it's different, and that's what I was going for, was just a different way to pour. And I think it turned out fun. And my goal with the piping was just, you know, to make some small flowers on the top, try out a couple new piping tips. And then I ended up like I usually do. I get carried away and just kept going. And I think it turned out really pretty. I guess I'm kind of into some neons lately. I've been using them quite a bit, maybe because it's summer and it's just fun. But this is definitely on my top 5 fragrances. If you have never smelled bergamot or gingered bergamot, I highly recommend it. It's not fruity, really. It's not floral. I think it has dark patchouli in it. I can't remember what else, but it's different. It's not typical. And I really am surprised that I like it, seeing that it does have patchouli in it, and that's not my favorite, but it's really pretty. And this one. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.